The Real Housewives of New Jersey never rest. Even when there's no new season airing, even when Bravo stays silent, and even when the cast is supposedly on their best behavior, somehow the drama finds them. And this time, it followed them straight to BravoCon 2025, right into the hotel lobby, past security, and all the way into the middle of a rumor storm no one saw coming. According to multiple insiders, Teresa Giudice and Luis Ruelas weren't just attending BravoCon. They were quietly being kept away from the rest of the Real Housewives of New Jersey cast. Not just backstage, not just in different green rooms, but in an entirely different hotel. A whole separate building, different address, different energy, different everything. And the moment the whispers started, fans immediately asked the question that Bravo will never answer out loud. What really happened behind the scenes? And why did Teresa and Luis need to be separated like some kind of high-risk explosive device? But before we dive deeper into everything the cast didn't want you to know, and the real reason tensions were still bubbling underneath the surface, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the wild twists still coming. Because trust me, this story gets messy. If you think Teresa, Melissa, Joe, Luis, or Margaret walked into BravoCon with open hearts and clean slates, oh no, not even close. Sources say Bravo staff made the decision early, before the event even started. The Real Housewives of New Jersey cast was already walking into BravoCon with years of unresolved tension, broken friendships, broken families, and alliances held together by a single thread. So, allegedly, they separated the group. Melissa Gorga, Joe Gorga, Margaret Josephs, Dolores Catania, Paul Connell, and Jennifer Fessler stayed at one hotel. Teresa Giudice and Luis Ruelas, a completely different one. An insider for Radar Online said the decision came down to one thing. Regardless of the makeup reunion between Teresa and the Gorgas, tensions are still present. And it wasn't just the Teresa-Melissa issue. The source added something even more alarming. Some cast members were still extremely wary of Luis because of tensions and issues in the past. Pause. Think about that. These aren't new castmates. These aren't people who barely know each other. These are people who've spent years together, filming some of the most emotionally explosive reality TV in Bravo history. And even they didn't want to stay under the same roof as Luis. The insider said the goal was simple. No fights, no confrontations, no late-night lobby meltdowns, no BravoCon headlines about someone screaming, crying, or storming out. At least, that was the plan. Just days before BravoCon, the internet exploded with something fans never thought they'd see in their lifetime. Teresa and Melissa reunited. Smiling, talking, standing next to each other like actual human beings who weren't about to throw a cheese plate across the room. Then, at the event, Teresa publicly complimented Melissa. Not shade, not sarcasm, not a backhanded "you look good for your age." An actual compliment. Teresa Giudice, the woman who has fought the Gorgas on air, off air, and everywhere in between, looked at Melissa Gorga and said she looked beautiful. Bravo fans lost their minds. The cast didn't know what to think. And some insiders whispered that maybe, just maybe, Teresa was doing it for a reason. A strategic reason. A Bravo reason. A secure my spot in the new season reason. Because no announcement was made about Real Housewives of New Jersey at BravoCon, and every longtime fan knows something. When Bravo stays quiet, the cast gets nervous. So was Teresa reconciling or repositioning? Even the insiders were split. Some said it was genuine, some said it was for optics, some said it was a survival move. But here's where the twist deepens. While BravoCon tried to keep everything calm, behind the scenes, the same tensions that tore the Real Housewives of New Jersey cast apart were still simmering. Some cast members didn't want to engage, some didn't want to fake it, some wanted distance, and others didn't want to be anywhere near Luis, period. One source said, they wanted to avoid any explosive confrontations, meaning things were tense enough that Bravo allegedly didn't trust the group in the same hotel. Then another insider said something completely different. Teresa wasn't the only one in that hotel. Other Bravo stars were staying there too, and some were scattered across different locations entirely. So was the separation strategic or just a coincidence? The answer depends on who you believe and what you think Teresa and Luis were really doing behind the scenes. Because here's the part the insiders didn't say out loud, but fans are already speculating. What if the reunion wasn't as real as it looked? What if the tension wasn't gone, just buried? And what if BravoCon was only the beginning of a brand new storyline? The cast is fractured. The alliances are shifting. Bravo is preparing something, because they always are. For the first time in years, Teresa isn't on the strongest footing. The fan base is divided. The cast is exhausted, and filming decisions are coming soon. So now, fans are asking one burning question. Is Teresa trying to rebuild relationships, or is she trying to save her diamond? And that question is only the start. Even with the public smiles and the camera-ready hugs, the reality behind the scenes at BravoCon 2025 was anything but picture-perfect. Sources say that while Teresa and Melissa appeared to reconnect in front of fans, the truth is, not all past grudges were resolved. Years of feuds, betrayals, and on-camera explosions don't just vanish overnight. For Teresa, navigating these old alliances while protecting her personal life with Luis is a delicate balancing act, and insiders suggest she's walking a tightrope that could snap at any moment. Luis Ruelas has always been a controversial presence for the Real Housewives of New Jersey cast. Some of the stars reportedly still feel uneasy around him due to past conflicts, and separating him from the main hotel group was a calculated move to prevent any confrontation. Even so, whispers say that a few late-night interactions and hallway encounters were tense enough to remind everyone why these separations were necessary in the first place. Fans watching online speculated endlessly. Was Teresa truly making peace, or was this a carefully crafted PR strategy designed to secure her role in the upcoming season? Meanwhile, other Real Housewives of New Jersey cast members were busy maintaining their own alliances. Melissa Gorga, Joe Gorga, Margaret Josephs, and Dolores Catania spent their nights in the main hotel, quietly networking and discussing the drama that has followed them for over a decade. Rumors suggest that not all of them were thrilled about Teresa's return to the spotlight, and some cast members are reportedly skeptical of whether this reunion is real or just an act for cameras. Every conversation, every glance, every handshake seemed to carry an unspoken weight, as if old scores were waiting for the right moment to be settled. And yet, in the midst of all this tension, BravoCon delivered a few shocking public moments. Teresa's compliments to Melissa sparked a flurry of reactions online, with fans debating whether this was genuine growth or strategic positioning. This level of scrutiny only heightened the pressure for all cast members, making the atmosphere tense and electric. But the truth is, the real drama isn't just at BravoCon. It's coming to your screens soon. Sources hint that the next season of Real Housewives of New Jersey is shaping up to be one of the most explosive yet. With Teresa attempting to reconcile with key cast members, Luis's presence still controversial, and old rivalries lingering beneath the surface, the storyline is poised to captivate fans from the very first episode. And for viewers, that means every episode could be a high-stakes chess game, where alliances shift, secrets are revealed, and relationships are tested like never before. The lingering question remains, can Teresa Giudice truly rebuild bridges with her fellow housewives? Or is this just the calm before the storm? Will Melissa Gorga accept this new chapter, or are old resentments destined to resurface at the worst possible moment? And what role will Luis play in the unfolding drama? An ally, a target, or a wild card that could tip the balance entirely? These are the questions fans are dying to see answered. In the end, BravoCon 2025 was more than a fan event. It was a strategic battleground. A place where smiles hid tension, where appearances were carefully curated, and where every move was watched by fans, insiders, and even the cast themselves. Whether Teresa's reunion with Melissa and Joe marks the start of genuine peace or a clever strategy remains to be seen. But one thing is certain. The drama of the Real Housewives of New Jersey is far from over, and fans can expect fireworks when the next season premieres. So, if you thought you knew Teresa Giudice and the Real Housewives of New Jersey crew, think again. Behind every smile is a story, behind every compliment a possible agenda, and behind every hotel door, secrets waiting to be revealed. The next season promises all the feuds, reconciliations, and shocking twists that Real Housewives of New Jersey is famous for. And now, you've got the inside scoop before anyone else. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss any of the upcoming Real Housewives of New Jersey updates, gossip, and behind-the-scenes revelations. The drama is only beginning, and you'll want to be the first to see how it all unfolds.